Finally, a review of a Pokemon game on this channel, and with the upcoming release of new Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo Switch, let's look back at where this interesting chapter in non-handheld Pokemon game history began. Well, it actually wasn't a Pokemon game at first. It was a game called Jak and the Beanstalk, understandably based on the traditional fairy tale. But apart from the use of seeds that would grow in real time due to the advanced 64DD, plus gameplay elements that were seemingly carried over to the eventually cancelled Earthbound 64, barely anything is known about it. Was there photography involved? So it became clear that with the success of the handheld games Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and its subsequent manga, card game, and anime series, there would be some success in having the photography concept extend to taking pictures of Pokemon. But would it work? Especially without the epic adventuring and Pokemon battles? The premise is pretty simple, even for a Pokemon game. Professor Oak is conducting research on the Pokemon on Pokemon Island. They live peacefully in their natural habitat, only that they attract massive attention from Pokemon trainers. So Todd Snap, a character debuting in the anime, is asked by Oak to take pictures of a Pokemon for his report. This game is on rails, while you observe the varied environments from Todd's eyes as he gets out his camera. In regards to the Pokemon and their habitats, it has to be said this is a good looking Nintendo 64 game, owing to the game's original development for the 64DD. While the blurry textures and low polygons that are mainstays of Nintendo 64 games are hard to ignore, the Pokemon are animated nicely and full of life, while resembling more so their anime counterparts than those on the Game Boy. They also sound like they do in the anime, which can be heard easily over a mostly simple, relaxing, and even quirky music score, with the vaguest of leitmotifs inserted in. The beach and valley tunes are probably the highlights. In fact, the beach itself is the first level in the game where you learn about the accessible controls. Todd stays inside Professor Oak's 01 vehicle as it moves on rails. You move the control stick around while holding the Z button to focus the camera and then press A to take a picture. It is a simple control scheme for people to understand. Though it would have been nice if moving the cursor with the control stick was a little faster and smoother. Other buttons are also used for accessories such as the apple-like Pokemon food, the aptly named Pestaballs, and even a speed thruster and Pokemon flute. And it is with these items that the game progresses in a very interesting way. When you start out at the beach, you don't have these accessories, and there are some Pokemon that are shy or in hiding that you can't take pictures of. The more Pokemon you do take pictures of, the more you progress in the game and go to new levels and get these accessories. The accessories actually unlock a few of the levels, as well as assist in taking better Pokemon pictures. It could have simply been about taking pictures of every Pokemon you see and moving on, but it isn't. While the controls are understandable, taking pictures of Pokemon is not necessarily that simple. You have to take the following factors of a picture you snap into account: size, pose, technique, and other Pokemon or special bonuses. Pikachu, a Pokemon that is in almost every level, just stands around on the sand to begin with, and you can take an up-close picture of it, but its pose won't exactly be anything special. Throw some food to get it closer to you or onto a surfboard, and it doing so much as surfing gets you extra special points. The point system that grades the specific pictures you choose for Oak to assess is flawed, however. A player could be confident that a Pokemon takes up good space in the frame and is actually moving around for a pose, but Oak will mostly give a so-so score. The best points really come from the aforementioned Pikachu surfing, as well as other interesting poses and secrets. Also, Oak has some, shall we say, questionable morals when it comes to the accessory suggestions, such as throwing food at an electrode to make it explode. Okay. Still, it is the only way to get some good pictures. Some Pokemon won't show their face that easily. You can only take 60 pictures before your camera runs out of film, and it's not possible to get good pictures of every single Pokemon in one run-through of a level, though you could try. But even with this unique concept and interesting challenge to get the best scores from pictures of Pokemon, this is unfortunately a very short game. The number of levels can be counted on 2 hands, and there are only 63 out of a total 150 or 151 Generation 1 Pokemon, including the mainstays Pikachu and Magikarp. Getting as many required pictures of a Pokemon, not to mention using the accessories and looking for secrets to progress, is mostly easy to figure out. There is some replay value in looking out for Pokemon you missed, especially when you can revisit older levels with the accessories and getting better scores, if you want, but that doesn't really amount to much. The short nature of a game does extend to a unique function of a game that is now completely obsolete. It is surprising that a Nintendo 64 cartridge could do this without the 64DD, but you could go to Blockbuster, or Lawson convenience stores in Japan, and print out Pokemon pictures that you select. Nice. This does, however, mean that you can only have one save profile of the game. So if you want to just go through the actual progression of the game, you have to delete everything. Then again, you can't print out pictures of a Pokemon anymore, with the alternatives mostly being the message board on the Virtual Console re-releases of the game, or just uploading stills of your gameplay footage to social media. This function, combined with a unique gameplay concept, makes Pokemon Snap an interesting game and a curious spin-off in Pokemon history. While Pokemon fans will probably miss the battle and exploration aspects of the main handheld games, there is something nice about seeing Pokemon in 3D and taking pictures of them. It is relaxing, accessible, and somehow challenging in equal measure, but that is mostly the point. The game feels almost too short for its general pricing, and is probably better for a younger audience too. With more replay value, a slightly improved grading system, more than 63 Pokemon, and perhaps a more sophisticated presentation, this game could have been a lot better. It is now up to the upcoming sequel on the Switch to feature these improvements and then some. Overall, Pokemon Snap remains a curious nostalgia trip that inspired photography in games such as Beyond Good and Evil and even Africa, and can provide a simple afternoon of fun, especially if you're a Pokemon fan.